All right, hello and welcome everybody watching right now to Late Night Dino. Popping off with Polyraptor tonight. Hopefully, that's the trick, but just a lot of enraged stuff. Not quite starting out game one, but I'll just go into those changes. Blue Bear, I did see your comment there. Yes, could be very exciting. Could be potentially a little rough, but I've refined this list quite a bit over today, and still definitely some more refinement is needed, but I think it's in a pretty decent, straightforward place. A pretty good game plan and reasons for all the cards. Oh, it's going to be fire, definitely. I see that spicy chili emoji you got there. All right, it's time to get into things. So, as I mentioned, some of you guys may have seen last night, the Easter stream right at the end. I showcased this list, and oh, it's fun, definitely. Starting off at the beginning though, Commune with Dinosaurs as always. Now I still haven't opted to play Tamiyo's Safekeeping, 1 green to give a creature, or actually any permanent, hexproof and indestructible, and you gain 2 life. Still considering it. It can be nice protecting something so key like Forerunner of the Empire is with this list. Oftentimes, you play it, the opponent sees what's going to happen, and we just don't get the benefit of playing a dinosaur with this guy out at later turns. So protecting it with hexproof, indestructible, something like that, it I'll probably be exploring that angle a little bit in the future. But the 2 drops, now I have removed Otepec Huntmaster tonight. I think for this variation at least, this is probably the right way to go. Stable ramp with Into the North, so just grabbing a land seems to make sense. You can't, again, fatal push this, destroy it, really. Probably won't run into any land destruction, that sort of thing. It's going to be fantastic, and it can grab a dual land because search your library for a snowland card, put it onto the battlefield tapped. Highland Forest is a snowland, and it has that land typing, which is pretty fantastic to help Rootbound Crag come into play untapped. That's been very exciting. Now I've got 3 Highland, 3 snow-covered forest, and 1 snow-covered mountain. So 7 total snowlands. Perhaps I could cut it down to 6, something like that, but just the fact that Into the North can grab Highland Forest, I think that's very, very important. Excuse me. And it's similar to Thunderherd Migration, costing 1 and a green. But Thunderherd Migration would cost 3 if we don't have a dinosaur in hand. We would reveal the dinosaur and it would cost 1 less. So the same cost as Into the North here. But we can just go into the north, maybe accelerate and help get out a turn 3 Forerunner after playing that 4th land. But also Drover of the Mighty and Marauding Raptor. All 3 of these cards here are going to help cast Forerunner of the Empire 1 turn sooner. Potentially Ripjaw Raptor, something like that, where Otepec Huntmaster, a 1/2 dinosaur creatures we cast costs 1 less, dies quite a bit, and it doesn't help accelerate something like Forerunner, which again is just very key for everything I'm wanting to do with this list. Death Gorge in the 3 slot here. Graveyard stuff abounds, and tonight I did bring back some amount of Soul Guide lanterns, so pairing the Death Gorge with the Soul Guide, I think that should be enough graveyard hate, hopefully. Death Gorge sometimes can do the trick, but crossing my fingers. And again, Forerunner, very, very fantastic stuff. Now, there's not a whole lot of enraged payoffs to start with. It's just the 4 Ripjaw Raptor and the 2 Polyraptor, of course, the namesake of the deck, which hopefully we get to see it pop off tonight. That'd be very exciting, but if we don't, it's fantastic. I think 2 copies of Polyraptor is probably enough, maybe even 1 copy, just because Forerunner of the Empire could potentially just grab your single copy of Polyraptor, put it on top of your library. So that's a pretty easy way to see it. And also Commune with Dinosaurs could grab the Polyraptor. Oh, Arena Open, Jordy. No, I didn't actually do the Arena Open today. Didn't have as much time as I want. Can't really play a whole lot in the morning, off and on, but it's very sporadic because my daughter does take a lot of my time up, and I do want to spend lots of time with her. Definitely, that's the most important thing. She's almost 2 now, so, you know, I play blocks with her, that sort of thing, so I don't have as much time for stuff like the Arena Open. I do really want to dedicate and focus everything I can on it, and she can be interrupting to something like that, but a good kind of interrupting. Perfectly. I love it. I wouldn't ask for anything different, but eventually at some point, Jordy, I will do the Arena Open. Definitely. But yeah, going to Ripjaw Raptor. It's going to be fantastic. Paired with Forerunner, I mean, drawing lots of cards, lots of gas. Who doesn't love drawing a lot of things? I don't know. Pretty much everybody loves that. 2 Raging Swordtooth. Now I'm thinking of possibly upping this to 4. Say I pair Raging Swordtooth with Forerunner of the Empire. Forerunner, when we cast Raging Swordtooth, it's going to deal 1 damage to each creature, but Raging Swordtooth also does that. So with 1 dinosaur, we deal 2 damage to everything. So we don't have to actually cast, 2 dinosaurs. A lot of stuff is at 2 toughness. Having kids is a blessing, Blue Bear. Definitely family first. But I will still pour as much time as possible into this every day. Hopefully every day. There may be some times here or there where might not post anything. At least maybe a no-com episode I recorded from my phone that is interesting. Something I got throughout the day, but definitely. I don't really do anything other than this with my free time, so hopefully that helps, up the subscriber count, get further ahead. That would be nice. But yeah, definitely. With this list, I think Raging Swordtooth and Forerunner, perfect pairing to deal 2 damage with 1 dinosaur, but staggering that 2 damage, so you do get a little bit of extra value from Enrage with 2 triggers of it. So yeah, I think Raging is something to consider. It is uncommon, so pretty easy for people to redeem if they don't already have the full playset of this card. Regisaur Alpha. Now, I think Regisaur Alpha maybe isn't needed. This deck is kind of more of a control-y type deck, but if we can get Regisaur Alpha and then perhaps play Polyraptor, all those tokens that come into play, we would be able to swing with them if Regisaur Alpha is out. Forerunner would eventually ping itself 3 times. It would have pinged Regisaur Alpha 3 times, leaving it at 1, but after the 3rd ping, Forerunner would die, of course. So it would be nice being able to attack with all the Polyraptor tokens. If we have Regisaur Alpha out, it probably would be a lethal swing, I would imagine. So I have to keep an eye on that. And, of course, got to have some copies of the Queen. Oh my. Going back to last night, though. Yeah. Wow. Wow, that was something. I know some of you guys saw that, the turn 3 Ghalta Blue Bear. You saw that? Oh my goodness. I don't know, I might work on a list that kind of focuses and tries to do that maybe tomorrow night, or maybe round 2 of Pop-Off Polyraptor. But a turn 3 Ghalta after Marauding Raptor turn 2, Raptor Hatchling turn 3 for 1, sitting at 9 power and 1 reduction from Marauding, so play Ghalta for 2. Man. No indestructibility. Draco, no. Oh, yes, Dylan. And anybody that wasn't watching last night, oh, man, that was nasty. Some neighbor, a really close neighbor, backing onto our backyard, just screaming. I heard what was up, I think, just from my neighbor across the street, just over there. Oh, they said it was some guy attacked the lady. which is pretty scary. And then the guy took off running down the street, and some of my other neighbors watched him try and run down the street, and then the cops tackled him, apparently, and just took him to the ground, and he was trying to get away from him, and oh my goodness. But I believe she's probably okay, but yeah, so the lights I saw shining when I stepped away last night to go check it out, saw the lights from in between the fence post and stuff. That was probably the cops searching for the guy just as he had left the house and tried to run away. But yeah, I know the cops got him. Just like he just ran down the street, apparently. I don't know if that's actually what happened, but yeah, apparently some guy assaulted the lady. Crazy stuff. I don't know if you have that where you are, Draco, or anybody else, but I still love where I live. There's always the potential for some very scary, not so nice stuff to happen wherever you live. But yeah, definitely Blue Bear though. The concede, that was awesome. The dream hand, it was. Yeah, it was scary stuff. All right, sideboard. I have moved Shifting Ceratops just to make room for all this different stuff. Rampaging Frostodon, as always. And I did mention Soul Guide Lantern, but I got to talk about Needletooth Raptor. Actually, I should probably move my face. That's enough. I'll read it over for you guys. Where is it? Okay. Yeah. Oh, you saw it take off across the street? Oh, I don't get it. Hard to say why they do things like that. Maybe, I don't know. I don't like to speculate too much, but yeah, I do want to mention Needletooth Raptor here before I jump into the first match. Some of you guys may have used it. You may have forgotten about it, but 3 in a red for a 2/2 Enrage. Whenever Needletooth Raptor is dealt damage, it deals 5 damage to target creature an opponent controls. That's pretty fantastic. So say we have Forerunner out. Play Needletooth Raptor for 4. Maybe it's not reduced at all due to Marauding Raptor, but play Needletooth Raptor for 4. That's 1 damage to everything with Forerunner, and then 5 damage to any other creature. And I would imagine, having already dealt 1 damage plus the 5, taking out anything that's 6 toughness or less, that's got to hit a lot of stuff. Oh, Dylan, new cards to you. But yeah, I think this Needletooth is pretty fantastic. And speaking of Needletooth, say I have Marauding Raptor out plus a Forerunner, and then I go to cast Needletooth Raptor for 3. Needletooth comes into play. Forerunner's trigger whenever a dinosaur enters the battlefield, deal 1 damage to each creature. That trigger actually happens before Marauding Raptors, so Needletooth gets pinged for 1, deal 5 damage to something. Then Marauding Raptor's ping hits it, and we get to deal another 5 damage, plus that 1 damage that was dealt to everything from Forerunner. So I think that's pretty good. Marauding, Forerunner, play the Needletooth, 5 damage to 2 different things, plus 1 damage to everything. That's got to be pretty fantastic. Just sequencing things can be a little interesting. Definitely it's nice with Forerunner's trigger. Hitting Needletooth, it's at 2, so goes down to 1. That's alright, as long as it's still alive for Marauding Raptor to also ping the Needletooth. Super value, and I think that's really going to take out most things, definitely. So hopefully that's how it works out. Starting off with it in the sideboard, though, just because it's really there only for creatures, and I have been facing some control decks today. It's been a little bit rough, but we'll get it done. Yeah, I think it was Pop-Off. I was doing a couple different variations. All right, without further ado. Yes, the nightly mono red or back-to-back mono red, certainly. Hopefully we all get to see Polyraptor go off and make just a ton of tokens. If a game's going slow, I might, intentionally drag it out a little bit just so we get to see it, because, oh, it is lovely, lovely stuff. If you haven't experienced it or seen it before, but... Actually, this could potentially work. So Highland Forest, like I mentioned, has the land typing, mountain and forest, so it's going to help Rootbound Crag come into play untapped. Turn 2 into the north. And then we got 3 Death Gorge Scavengers, so if it is the Nightly Phoenix Draco, like you say, I think that might work out. Could be not good, but at the very least, I'm going to have 3 lands after turn 2 into the north. Hopefully it's, there's Drover. Looks like maybe 5 color Izzet or just Sultai. Sultai Ultimatum, yes, that could be so. Ooh, Adventures. Okay, I don't know anymore. No Anger of the Gods Blue Bear. I'm hoping that Needletooth Raptor, whenever it's dealt damage, dealing 5 to various creatures, and just the little bit of damage from Forerunner, dealing 1 to each creature. I'm hoping that kind of does the trick for getting rid of stuff where Anger of the Gods did that. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'll play it safe. I'll get into the north, I feel, with the colors that they have. They may have some removal for something cheap like Drover, so yeah, I'll play it safe. Sultai Adventures a thing? I'm not too sure. But yeah, I'm hoping I have enough removal, big removal for stuff, so I don't miss Anger of the Gods too much. I'm actually going to try for both Drovers now. Hopefully they don't both die. Next turn... Death Gorge, that would be pretty sweet. Double Death Gorge, potentially. Just the bounce on that, it's not too bad. Oh, nuts. 1 damage. Tamer Adventures is a thing, yes. So red, blue, and green colors. Let's go Drover, see if they do anything to it, maybe counterspell, something like that. And 1 Death Gorge, and then we'll pressure them with this Drover that's untapped, being a 3/3. Oh, they're gonna put... No, I almost forgot. Almost thought they would flash in the Brazen Burrow here, but... it can't block, so don't have to worry, at least right now, that Drover will die. But yeah, I'm not too sure. Kind of Adventures. I didn't think Sultai Adventures was a real deck. Focused on this adventure mechanic. I guess it is. Extinction event? Oh, that's not nice. Ooh. Oh, what am I thinking? Yes, please. Well, that's pretty darn good. Okay, Raging Swordtooth. That was nice. I just looked and I realized, wow, 3 of their things have 1 toughness. That was definitely worth it. 100%. Hopefully that set them back enough. Yeah. Slap them back. Definitely don't expect... Oh, so it really is Sultai Adventures. Huh. You definitely don't see this every day. Yeah, I think so. I think this might be the first time I've seen this color combination of an adventure deck focused on gaining lots of value with Lucky Clover here. Doubling an adventure or copying an adventure spell that's attached always to a creature. Let's see. Well, Meat Hook Massacre. Do we have to worry about a Meat Hook Massacre? It could take out Deathgorge Scavenger, but they have to pay 2. So they could go Meat Hook Massacre next turn for 5. They will have 7. So they pay the 2 black plus 5. Also take out Raging Swordtooth, unfortunately. So I think I probably should play it safe and not go both Deathgorge Scavengers. Probably have to go Meat Hook Massacre, I imagine. Yeah, definitely. I did kind of forget Clover was a thing. Yeah, there is adventure cards in every color, I believe. Can do some nasty stuff, for sure. Might be dungeons. Yeah, I think it might be dungeons. Alright, hopefully they don't also sweep the Death Gorges. That should be still some pretty decent interaction. Get that into the north. White and black dungeons? Yeah, I think that, yeah. Alrighty, let's go for it. I'm lucky there was a few non-creature things, so I could get both Death Gorges to 4 power, be able to trade with the Fae of Wishes here. So that's definitely working out in my favor. Lockmere Serpent. Well, that is nasty. Ah, yes. Yeah, I've seen some nice things come out of Orzhov dungeons in Alchemy. Pretty decent. This could get kind of rough though. Polyraptor would be nice. I should actually probably read what this oh, Ghalta. Alrighty. Yes, please. Man, that was crazy. I had enough to just slam her with only a Deathgorge Scavenger. That doesn't happen too often. I'm not sure exactly what is this type of adventure. I should read Lockmere Serpent here. I kind of forget what it does. Sacrifice Island. Can't be blocked. Sacrifice a swamp. They gain a life and draw a card. Pay a blue and a black. Exile 5 target cards from an opponent's graveyard. Return them from your graveyard to your hand. Oh, interesting. This type of adventure, though, was from way back when. Eldraine is the set, I believe. So yeah, it's just a sorcery instance, that sort of thing attached to various creatures. And yeah, nasty, fantastic value with Lucky Clover here. Ooh, Ugin. Well, we gotta do something quick. Ghalta hopefully does the trick, but they definitely want to block her with somebody, or else they die. Alrighty. Ripjaw it is. Oh, down to 3. It's going to be rough. They'll go Binding of the Old Gods. So that's going to be pretty painful. Oh. Searching for cards. Oh, Lucky Clover here. Yeah, it's just spells attached to the creatures. Some of them let them search for cards. They just do a wide variety of things. Where is it? Let me see here. Foulmire Knight. They draw a card, lose a life. So if Lucky Clover is out, it just copies that. So they draw 2 cards, lose 2 life. It gets pretty good. Hopefully I can still get it done though. Do have to watch out for that Ugin next turn, I think. But definitely it did get a little confusing. Yes, a type of ability. But certainly, like you say, adventure into the dungeon, there is some confusion with the adventure type of spell. So, Lucky Clover, whenever you cast an adventure instant or sorcery, it's kind of like a different type of instant or sorcery. It does certainly get a little bit confusing though, yeah. Luckily they only have 7, so we're not seeing Ugin. That's a positive. Lair of the Hydra right about now. I would love that. I am thinking of upping Lair of the Hydra to 2 copies. I think we have talked about that in the past, and I do see other people using 2 copies, Lair of the Hydra. I do have 1 rare wildcard, so I think that might be on the agenda. We might have them, yes. Cross the fingers. It's kind of hard to... Oh, there we go. They got a possible 4 mana right here. They have to play 2 creatures. If they only get 1, they die. Dead like a doorknob. I think. Ooh, alright. That was a little scary. We were one turn away, or else they would have played Ugin, exiled everything. Good stuff. Yeah, that was nasty, but they got a lot of blue things. We saw a fair bit of blue things. That Lochmere Serpent, that's blue, so pretty fantastic. Shifting Ceratops would be able to block that, not take any damage, or just fly right past the Lochmere Serpent there. Shifting could also gain reach. Yes, cheering, definitely. So yeah, certainly seeing all their love for blue stuff. Shifting Ceratops, that's going to be good. They do have a little bit of graveyard stuff going on. Not a whole lot though. They aren't really bringing much... Oh, excuse me. They aren't really bringing much back. Maybe just the Lochmere Serpent there. It's 1 ability where they can return it from the graveyard to their hand. Other than that, I don't think we really need Soul Guide Lantern. Death Gorge was nice. Having a little bit cheaper. aggressive body. Oh, Skunk Lazy. How's it going? How's it going? Used to play Commander. Okay. Yes, I do hear Commander. That's... Some people say Commander is the most popular format at the moment. I don't really like it just because it is only one of all these other cards, and I don't see some of my favorite cards as much having 4 copies. And maybe it's a little less consistent overall, the decks. I'm not sure. I haven't really ever played Commander much. I did play one Historic Brawl stream a couple weeks ago. Cheaper. Yeah, definitely. I mean, there is some Commander staples. It could be expensive, I guess, any format, depending how you want to play it, but Commander, certainly, you can make some fantastic decks for quite cheap. Yes, yes, Commander certainly is the paper experience, playing with a bunch of people, 4 or 5, however many you want to go with, but... I'll probably get into it at some point, a little more than I have. Two Drovers is nice. Hopefully getting that turn 3 shifting Ceratops off of the turn 2 Drover here, but Pandemic's killed it, 100%, definitely. I think they were figuring Arena would go off and be even more popular than before, but Magic's probably got to maintain their paper presence. I mean, it is what Magic started out with, and it would be kind of a shame almost if they didn't keep that going around. It's something that other card games, they're only digital and they may only work in digital, so it is a strength being able to play in paper. There is, well, some of the Commander staples, certainly. I mean, if you can use like all the cards, you'd want the best of the certain green cards that, you know, draw stuff. And sometimes those cards are older, so naturally there's not too many copies of them in paper, and they may be powerful already, so that the Commander demand, definitely, it spikes them up. Ooh, this is not a pretty sight, though. That was pretty good, though. I like it. Well, you know what I want to do is kill some stuff. Oh, yeah, this is nice. Gishath, yeah. Anything dinosaur related, 100%. You know, I'll be all about that. I think if I did make a dinosaur Commander deck, probably I'd go with something rampy, get out Zakama instead of Gishath, but either one. Oh, certainly. I've seen some people foiling out their Commander decks, and that will creep the price up big time. Negan. I haven't looked too much into some of those universes beyond Commanders, but it's interesting. I think at least if they do have a paper equivalent, I don't want the universes beyond stuff to be standalone, but... I think eventually at some point with Historic Brawl, Blue Bear, like you say, would be nice if they add more players somehow. If they can work it out, you can have up to 4 people, but fitting that all on a screen could be a little awkward perhaps. Oh, to Ghalta. Yes, please. All right. Can we get Ghalta this turn? I don't think so. We gotta get somebody. Into the north, plus a Drover. I was thinking both Drover of the Mighties. Oh, the curved foil, definitely, it screws things up. But yeah, I was thinking both Drover of the Mighties. I want to play it safe and get something stable, ramp-wise. Shifting looks like it's doing the trick, though. Negan, an absolute monster. Oh. Well, Negan is a pretty big monster in The Walking Dead, certainly. Nasty villain, so that makes sense. That he's also nasty in Commander. I would think, I would wish to do a Commander dinosaur deck with Ghalta, but I mean, it's only mono green and it might be a little rough. What could we do here? Definitely want to cast Ghalta. Could go Ripjaw for 4. Yeah, let's try Ripjaw. See if they counter it. Hopefully not. Ooh, there it is. They may be holding up a counter for Jeskai. Hopefully that's not the case. Lord of the Rings for Commander. Yes, definitely. I do love Lord of the Rings myself, so that is going to be pretty interesting to see what they do with that. I imagine they probably want to, yeah, double block, take out Shifting Ceratops. That's alright though. We're taking out 2 creatures. Are they going to do some shenanigans though? Looks like they might. Killing somebody? It's hard to say really, just because I've never faced this Sultai blue, green, and black Adventures deck. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, that's pretty rough for the tempo. Definitely. Nasty stuff. Lucky Clover. I certainly want to take that out. Ouch, that was painful. And Thassa's intervention being instant there. Pretty fantastic doing that on the end of their, or the end of my turn. I'm not sure. I think, I know it's something to do with Modern Legal. I don't think Lord of the Rings set is Pioneer Legal. Not too sure exactly. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, let's try for Ripjaw. Right, just pray they don't have more Brazen Borrowers, because that's just annoying. Ooh. I don't know, but there's a lot of products. It's definitely... Oh, double Lucky Clover. I think that might be it for us in this game, at least. But yeah, there's so many products. Hard to keep track of it, especially with the secret lairs and everything. Well, we'll try for the Regisaur Alpha. Hopefully that sticks. Maybe a little bit of damage? Or can they kill it? Ah. Well, that's no fun. The third Brazen Borrower. Man, this is not good. Oh, Skunk Lazy, definitely. I appreciate that comment. Yeah, I know the views. And going into this being only focused on dinos, I had imagined that the views might not creep up as much as maybe someone else doing a wider variety of decks, only focused on dinos. I'd get people that only like dinos. But yeah, no, I definitely appreciate that. Nice voice, thank you. I do try, I do stream every night. Yeah, no, I really appreciate that comment. I did have a worse mic. I certainly wanted to elevate the stream and just the overall voice quality right from the beginning as much as I could, because I think that definitely stands out. I think voice is probably more important than seeing myself here. I could turn off the camera and things would still be pretty good, but as long as the video quality is nice, voice is good, and adding myself into things, it all works in a pretty good package. That's the idea, at least. But yeah, I always try to be calm, nice. I'm always going to be facing meta decks. Sometimes it's painful, definitely a deck that is so focused on creatures, board wipes and stuff, all those control decks. Some of you that have been watching for a while, you know, some nights are rough, but that's okay. Good times are around the corner. Yes, I do have a lot of videos. I'm trying to, like Blue Bear said, at least do a stream every day, which I think I've gotten into the habit now, and I think if I just continue with that, people will appreciate, and I already have great people like Blue Bear, Draco, Yoguchio, which actually going back to last night, I think there were people watching from 4 different locations. Yoguchio's from Rome, Draco, you're Ireland, I believe, Blue Bear's from Texas. Yeah, a wide range of people. But I think that's gonna be it. Possibly. We'll go Raging Swordtooth. It's gonna ping and take out some guys. Or maybe we win. We got him. What? Huh. Hey, Draco. You said it. I was like, oh, I'm sure I've lost. They've got 2 lucky clovers. The value from that is insane. I mean, you know, if they went petty theft with Brazen Borrower, return a non-land permanent, they would return 3 in total, because 2 lucky clovers copy petty theft twice. Oh, that's definitely a good way to start the stream. But yeah, definitely Skunk Lazy. It does take time to build an audience. I think starting out, loving the deck I play, sticking with it, being myself. You know, it's not as energetic as perhaps other people, but I imagine people will appreciate something different. But yeah, it was a good way to start the stream. Yeah, I probably won't know why. I mean, I have played around with thumbnails and stuff, and some of them, when I really put even more effort into the thumbnails, I think that was the secret sauce, tying in the thumbnails and the titles just as a package. Been really practicing on that aspect. Yeah. I probably won't know why, though. It's crazy. I've done a lot of shorts, interesting moments from the past streams of the past week or so, and some of them just blow up randomly, so hopefully I get a few more subscribers and views from that. Rugged Ben. Hey, that's interesting, because my name is Ben. Huh. Wonder if their name actually is Ben. But this hand, it's kind of rough, kind of risky. I think a mulligan for something. Oh, that's much better. 100%. Samwise as commander. Yeah, all those fantastic Lord of the Rings people. I think I'll play it safe. Regisaur Alpha always is nice, and going to Regisaur Alpha, it is 2 dinos attached to 1, so again, 2 dinos entering when you play it with Forerunner. You get 2 triggers with it. That's pretty fantastic, so I think definitely Regisaur Alpha, just because it is 2 dino bodies, probably pretty good idea when you're using Forerunner. I always use Regisaur Alpha anyways, but definitely because it's 2 bodies, 2 triggers with Forerunner, seems to make sense. Might not be added to Arena though. Yeah, that'd be rough. Yeah, definitely. I think it's good to have a wide variety choices. Keep your niche. I mean, I'm pretty certain there's 0 other people playing Quench. Well, I could have expected something with them having 2 mana up, but I'm pretty sure, you know, if I focused on my niche, no one else is playing dinos 100% of the time, except Skunk. I did play something different on April Fools. That was actually pretty fantastic. I would check that out if you get a chance, but I'm thinking keeping it one time a year, every year on April 1st. April Fool is playing some deck that is maybe better against counter spells, but some deck that isn't dinos once a year. Zombies. I think next year for April Fools it's going to be even wackier. Probably my second pick, which was Unicorn Tribal. More historic stuff. It's going to be pretty crazy. Style more than the content, but oh, yeah. No, definitely, I'm certainly going to keep my style, 100%. Could potentially see Polyraptor next turn. The deck doesn't have a whole lot of creatures, being Azorius Control, blue and white, but yeah. Croaky's did do a dino deck recently. I did actually leave a comment on Croaky's list. It was not the most serious take on them, but it was pretty cool. It's hard to say, Skunk. It's hard to say. Yeah, sometimes it's just stuff just blows up. Hopefully crossing the fingers that this Polyraptor survives when we try to cast it next turn, but I don't think that will happen. Especially with all the stuff they have in hand, I would imagine they probably have counter spells. See your recommendation? Definitely. I'll check that out. Ooh, Portable Hold though. That's a pain, definitely. Getting rid of the Drovers, the Marauding Raptors, the stuff at 2. Oh, Regisaur Alpha. Do they have a counter spell? Hopefully not. Well, maybe now they don't have any counter spells. Azorius Control is always going to be rough. Killing stuff, countering stuff. Carnage Tyrant certainly is a headache. I think I did win. I did win in 2. Yeah, pretty sure. Exile a creature because it can't attack with Death Gorge, unfortunately. Control always has a counter spell, yes. Sometimes I get lucky, and this is... Stop chatting for a bit. Yeah, definitely. With chat, getting more people, it is tempting to always chat and take the time. Definitely enjoy that, but you guys seem to go off and chat with yourselves as well quite nicely, and ooh, Teferi. Hopefully it's land next turn. Who knows when I get 20 people watching, 30 people. It's going to be pretty hard to keep up with that. I know some of the bigger streamers, they don't, of course, talk with everybody. But I think, you know, starting off here, as there isn't too many people, it's nice taking the time, and even if I'm losing, like, well, it's rough here. I don't have Shifting Ceratops, which, again, I was going to mention, it's always nice at least having Shifting Ceratops starting out. If you are facing a deck like this, it can be a pretty good headache. Just keep playing stuff, you never know, could make something happen. They gotta run out of things at some point. Sometimes that works. Perhaps they're saving the counter spell for Death Gorge here. Ooh, they're not. Oh yeah, definitely. I do post some of my stuff on the Arena subreddit, sometimes the Historic subreddit, but a couple months ago, people just, they were downvoting me quite a bit. They felt I was spamming a little bit too much. Said it was pretty sad and said some other nasty things. Messaged me like, oh, you're only playing one deck, that's lame, that sort of thing. Didn't bother me too much, but yeah, sometimes I was getting quite a few downvotes. So usually I stick to posting on the Historic subreddit very sparingly and the Dinosaur MTG subreddit, which I am one of the 2 moderators. Yeah, it was pretty rough, Draco. Yeah, bunch of haters. Possibly Blue Bear because they got whooped by dinos. That could be a potential. Maybe they're just not having as much fun and enjoyment as I have, and could be understandable, but I feel like switching with Ripjaw. Let's see. Probably don't need Raging Swordtooth, but if they make a lot of tokens with Castle Arden Vale, pinging them and clearing them out if they've got a bunch, could be nice with Raging Swordtooth. Yeah, keep it as is. Yeah, no, that's, I don't feel too bad. I think if people are not so nice, maybe it means that person isn't in such a nice place, and I hope they get to a better place where they can be more relaxed, have fun in general, love life. I've got it made. Even if I wasn't able to play Arena, I've got a wife, I've got a kid. What's not to love? Got a roof over my head. It's a good time. Got fantastic internet. Fiber internet, I mean, that's icing on the cake. It's like 800, sometimes 900 megabits per second, almost a gigabit per second. Always that. Well, you know, it's to be expected. Portable hole would have been quite nice going Shifting Ceratops turn 3. Like leagues, you mean League of Legends, Blue Bear? Yeah, they are always hating over a computer, 100%. Now we got to worry about that Foretold card there. Could be Doomscar, so they foretold it for 2. Now Doomscar is costing 1 and 2 white, which currently they can play. They got 2 sources of white, so may not want to overextend, play too many creatures. I think I'll just play the Forerunner, use up all available mana, get something nice. Regisaur Alpha, which I would be able to play because I do have that 5th land in hand if they do sweep things. Oh, League of Legends. That was actually one of my other 2 hardcore long-time games that I played. Oh, don't get me started on League of Legends. I don't think it's, well, it is kind of toxic, but I loved it. I thought my experience with it was fantastic. For anybody that knows League of Legends, you'll never guess what role I played on it and what champion. You'll never guess. Probably. Single player games, yeah. I do like one-on-one stuff like this. Definitely, just because, well, you're not relying on someone else. Haters definitely train me for when I blow up, but yeah, just looking at it from maybe the haters' point of view, they're not really at a great point in life, and maybe having a little bit of understanding, definitely not engaging with it much or any at all. Support Sona, Blue Bear, Jungle, no. It was support, I will give you guys that hint. But you'll never guess the support I used, and I was maining it. One trick every game. It's a very old champion. Very old from... I actually started playing in Season 1, and with this champion I played probably 3,000 games on it. Yeah, crazy stuff. Definitely happy I held back that Regisaur Alpha. Hopefully can get things done here. Hopefully they don't have a second Wrath, but where there's one. Leona, nice stuff. I will say it was a champion released around the time of LeBlanc, Lux, that sort of thing. Never played League of Legends. It is very fun. Shenner Dr. Mundo? No, it's not Heimerdinger. No, none of those guys. Heimerding-donger, however you want to pronounce it. Alright, Death Gorge plus Drover, having 2 bodies. Hopefully that does the trick. And I'm just going to get rid of Wrath of God, just so I potentially don't have to worry about it. I'll give you a hint. The champion starts with a C. And I played this champion as support. I still do off and on. It's been quite some time, but it's like riding a bike because it's the only thing I play. Starts with a C.
I'm known for my excellent.
Oh, so easy online, definitely. With the rise of online stuff, you don't have to really see the reaction most time of people. Yeah, don't have to worry about them lashing out, really. You could just close your computer after you write a nasty comment and... Well, they got the counter spells, but Death Gorge, hopefully, gonna start chipping away, taking them down to 4, so they have to do something to Death Gorge. Yeah, Blue Bear, you got it. Yes, I played Cassiopeia from the day she was released, 2009, 2010, and I played, yeah, probably 3,000, over 3,000 games with her, mostly as support, Cassiopeia. Because I never got mid, so I just made a rule. I'm just gonna train as Cassiopeia support. Pretty sweet, actually. If I did other stuff other than Magic the Gathering, I'd definitely show it off to you guys. That actually would have been pretty cool as an April Fool's. Not even play Magic at all, play League of Legends. Cassiopeia support. Banishing Light, wow. It is fantastic. I don't see it too often, but it does the trick. 2 and a white. It's exiles a non-land permanent, so Banishing Light is very versatile. Certainly. But would be nice to get something going. Anything. Hopefully they don't counter it. Gonna try and put a Shifting Ceratops on. They do. So good, Blue Bear, yes.
Hurry.
Nico a lot, yeah. Nico is nice. Haven't played Nico much, but yeah.
For my excellent timing.
Right, so hoping for a top deck Shifting Ceratops. That would potentially win us. Ooh, yes, if it's a top deck Shifting. Let's go. Cross the fingers. That's not top deck Shifting Ceratops. I imagine they'll just use Portable Hole on Drover the Mighty next turn, so still might have a chance to get Shifting. I tried Wild Rift a little bit, but they don't have my favorite champion, Cassiopeia, yet released on Wild Rift, so that's kept me away from it and just playing Magic so much. Dinos all the time on my phone, on the computer. Yeah, I tried it a little bit.
That's more like it.
Blue is so strong. Skunk lazy, definitely. There is still the possibility. I do have an out here if I get that Shifting Ceratops. Got at least 5 mana so I can play it, give it haste. They are at 4, so there's a very slim chance. I have thought about doing variety streams, Draco, but I don't know. Yeah. Blue is your favorite color, of course. Blue bear. Gotta watch out for Into the North. Maybe they waste a counterspell on it. At the very least, it's thinning out the deck, so maybe that's the thing that helps get Shifting Ceratops. Hopefully Shifting Ceratops wasn't the next card coming up and I shuffled it further down. I did start off with Guild Wars, for anybody that knows Guild Wars. Started off with that in 2009, played about 3,000 hours on Guild Wars, and then probably about 1,500 hours on Guild Wars 2. I do also have, when Guild Wars 2 released, I stayed up till midnight, 1 o'clock, right when the servers released, and I claimed the name Tarzan, just like in Arena here. And Guild Wars 2 uses worldwide naming, so there is only one Tarzan in Guild Wars 2, and I got it. Just like in Arena here, which felt pretty special at the time. Yeah, maybe one night a week, potentially, huh? I had started off the channel just in case, you know, Arena, for whatever reason, they closed down. Magic made it hard to play dinos. Starting off with the name Arphy Games, always room for improvement. I could possibly pivot to doing other things, but make him spend his counter spells, yes. Blue is a mind game, 100%. I do love facing blue-based or just control decks. It is nice practice to hopefully give me a better edge future times I face it, but it's still all lands. Shifting Ceratops could do the trick. Yes. Oh, I try to have the name, what it stands for, but I could make it a little bit more clear. I assume most people know what it stands for, but yes, Arphy Games, always room for improvement. Games. Kind of a mouthful, but yeah. I even wanted to have a game company at one point before I started my YouTube channel, and I was going to call it Arphy Games. Seems like a pretty good motto to begin this journey, all this stuff. Use it for just life in general, but I think Deathgorge is getting answered here. Stuck on RuneScape for a couple years. I played it off and on, yeah. Lots of bots. I do see, or did see, quite a few bots in Guild Wars, the original Guild Wars. We'll get to a Shifting Ceratops at one point. Could potentially be nice. Maybe they think, oh, they're just going to keep swinging with those tokens, so yeah, hey, we may have a chance. Probably one more turn at most, just with Teferi having that emblem, the ultimate, so they're going to continually exile permanents here. Yeah, probably one more turn, it looks like.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
Nope. As long as we stay at 5 and draw Shifting Ceratops next turn.
Trust me.
Maybe.
Thank you. Let's skip to the good part.
Hey, no, that's all right. Definitely appreciate encouragement of underrated streams. Definitely looking to grow, staying my normal, calm, pretty happy self, even in the face of rough matches like that. But yeah, no, it's perfectly all right. Again, everyone can watch the stream at their leisure when it's over. I try and treat it sort of like a normal episode, but you get this nice engagement as a added layer of interestingness. Whatever the right word for that is. Oof, Draco. Yeah, oof is right. But yeah, I did play quite a bit on my old phone. I got a fairly newer iPhone, so I can play pretty much anything. It's fantastic, and definitely when I heard that Arena was coming on the phone, I wanted to upgrade, make sure I could play the best I possibly could. And it's a little bit bigger screen, so you can see the cards, read things better, because on a small phone it can be kind of rough to play something like Arena. Clicking things, sometimes cards are hiding something you want to click on, and it's just nasty. Oh, hey, there we go. We got the nightly Izzet Phoenix. Well, I'll definitely go with Marauding. Certainly Unholy Heat, Pillar of Flame, that sort of thing. They only deal 2 damage, so Marauding Raptor might be safe, and of course I would naturally want to go Marauding Raptor followed by Drover anyways, just for the cost reduction. Hopefully they're... Oh, there's the Phoenix. But I do have those 4 Death Court Scavengers. Minecraft, yes. Draco, I have played Minecraft. I only play vanilla though. 0 mods. Just go wild in vanilla Minecraft. So it's not as interesting. Oh, I got 1 up. So I definitely could kill Drover the Mighty. I'll see what Commune gets. Might be something interesting. Oh, Regisaur Alpha, another one. I would like that. Nah, I'll play it safe with Into the North. I think there's a pretty high chance that with that 1 red up, they would use it to kill Drover of the Mighty while it's sitting at 1 toughness. It's a 3/3, but it's pinged by Marauding, so they likely would have used that 1 red to kill him. So I'm playing it safe, and I got the 5th land. It's going to be good. Even if Marauding dies, I still will be able to go with Regisaur Alpha coming up here. But they could get the graveyard chickens out this turn. But yeah, definitely. I love Minecraft, Draco, 100%. It is a chill game, definitely. Yeah. Blue Bear, Dragon's Rage Chandler's fantastic, mono red. Izzet naturally fits with what those decks want to do. Then you get a 3/3 flying for 1 red eventually. It's very fantastic. Fossil and Archaeology mod, I like the sounds of that. Alrighty, Regisaur Alpha it is. Hopefully having 2 Regisaur Alpha is going to apply some very fantastic pressure. I'm just going to swing with both these things. I would be happy to trade with the Stormwing entity, certainly. Don't think they want to take 6, so... I could see the Stormwing blocking Marauding Raptor. Blocking something, but they want to take all 9. So it could be... Well, it might not be lethal. They only have 1 graveyard chicken in the graveyard at the moment. So we might be safe. I do like all the upgrades, fantastic stuff they've made to vanilla Minecraft, but yes, the mods, it gets weird. No blocks, yeah. Yeah, I was assuming the Stormwing entity would block, but they could still have some nasty damage this turn. Luxurious, sophisticated stream. Yeah, and I have been considering as a kind of a full-time job to help, you know, work at home before I hopefully do this full-time. Voice recording, voice acting for, you know, commercials and stuff. Some company would send me the lines of text and then I just record my voice over that, like, hello and welcome to pet food, Greenwood's Pet Food Emporium. Sale on now. Something like that. Work on different voices that are, you know, appealing, hopefully. Alright, maximum damage, maximum pressure. I was, in the past, I was able to do this really good movie trailer voice, like a epic trailer. Could probably still do with a little bit of practice, but yeah, that would definitely add something. Yes, it is pure Grohl. Blueberry, you didn't notice that change. I'm thinking of changing up the border based on whatever deck colors I'm using. So if it was Jund, it would be the green, red, and black. 5-color dinos, that would be pretty interesting how I would kind of make the color for the border. But yeah, I love practicing that aspect, borders, gradients, making different graphic design. I actually took graphic design in college. I didn't continue on with it, but I do love graphic design, tweaking things, different layers, editing, editing photographs, cutting around stuff with wands and things. Oh, wow. Okay. Took one game from Phoenix. Good stuff. Certainly shifting Ceratops. Soul Guide Lantern. I don't know if Soul Guide Lantern would be very useful at all. Yeah, probably not. I'll bring it in. There's a little bit of sarcasm. I am so good at sarcasm that I can just keep a straight face and people think it's 100% believable. It's kind of interesting. I really have to exaggerate if I'm not being serious. Ripjaw feels pretty good. Polyraptor. I think we got to trim the top, unfortunately. Make space for this other key stuff that's cheaper. 3 drovers, yeah. They had no chickens. Yeah, good stuff. Thinking Needletooth Raptor to... Oh yeah, actually, now that I think about it. They wouldn't want to target Needletooth Raptor. They wouldn't want to block Needletooth Raptor. Oh, 100% skunk. Practice makes perfect. Definitely, I think live streaming like this helps big time. 100%. Probably don't need the Raging Swordtooth. 2 Commune. Alright, back to 60. Definitely Needletooth. They're never going to block it because we'll just kill stuff, so we can basically freely swing with Needletooth Raptor, and it's going to be interesting. Yeah, definitely wherever it leads, whether I do, you know, one night a week, some different game, a different deck, but still, you know, majority or basically all focused on dinos, I think, but hard to say. I think definitely as long as people appreciate it, and like you guys seem to appreciate it, it's going to be a good time. No Swordtooth. I was thinking, but there is a pretty good chance, a pretty easy chance that the Dragon's Rage channelers get above 1 toughness there. They can get flying quite easily with 4 different types of cards in the graveyard. Sometimes on turn 2, turn 3, so I think maybe a little bit too often they'd be out of range of Raging Swordtooth. And I just wanted more room for the smaller stuff. A Braid, that's not too bad, but Ripjaw. Oh, 2 Ripjaw Raptors. That's good, yeah. Highland Forest into the north, I mean, you can't kill the land we're getting, and it's a dual land, so increased consistency. I think into the north is big, very important, very fantastic, certainly. I was thinking Swordtooth though, on the off chance that the Dragon's Rage Chandlers, there isn't 4 different types of... Oh, we got the Lantern. Okay. Okay, there's options now. I'm just going to go with Shifting Ceratops, give it haste. First, oh, let's see. They don't have any chickens in the graveyard, and they only have 2 types of cards, instants and sorceries. So I think definitely I feel pretty safe given the Shifting Haste, getting a nice swing, making a pretty nasty clock down to 13. Yes, definitely skunk retention, better than trending. Oh, certainly. Slower, you build up a core audience like you guys, invested, people that just want to be there, not doing as many shortcuts or any shortcuts. It does take longer, but you get the best audience possible. Yeah, definitely doing something right. Certainly these live streams definitely help with overall watch time. Very efficient thing that I'm loving. Yeah, I'm just going to try for Regisaur Alpha. I don't think they'll have a counter spell for 2. Hopefully not. Maybe an Ether Gust, but yeah. Maybe we got him. Brazen Borrower, not too bad. Do they have... Nope, they still don't have a single graveyard chicken in the graveyard. So that's good. Next turn, probably Soul Guide Lantern for 1. Ripjaw Raptor for 4. Sacrifice the Soul Guide Lantern. But they could get some Phoenixes out. I don't think they really want to attack because they are at 8. That's pretty low. Oh. Swordtooth though, Blue Bear. Would have been fantastic right about now. Taking out these Chandlers, which are, well, they might be flying. I may have spoke too soon. Do they get some feet? Bam. Oh. Izzet Phoenix in 2. That does not happen too often. I'll take it. 100%. That worked out beautifully. I definitely don't feel sad or sorry for him not getting any Phoenixes in the graveyard. I will take it, 100%. But yeah, that definitely seemed to work out quite nicely. If I tried to play something like Drover, they easily would have countered it, killed it. So something stable that costs the same amount as Drover of the Mighty, something like Into the North, grabbing a dual land in Highland Forest. I think going forward, I'm going to be using Into the North quite a bit more often. It's lovely stuff. Yeah, sometimes I can be bad at multitasking, but yeah, didn't need Swordtooth or Anger of the Gods against these decks. Hopefully I don't need Anger of the Gods. Still, I think I've got enough removal, interaction, that sort of thing. Should do the trick, but Anger of the Gods definitely still on the agenda. For anybody that doesn't know, it's 1 and 2 red. Deal 3 damage to each creature, and it exiles creatures that die that were dealt damage this way. Very applicable. 3 damage seems to be the sweet spot. Ooh. I think I could keep this. Oh, you, yes. No, that's okay. Definitely it is hard to watch and chat. Let's see. Actually, I should look at my all-time concurrent viewers. 1 second. Ooh. Oh, getting up there. I think my all-time record was 11 concurrent viewers. I forget exactly when that was, but oh. Good, I noticed I drew the Highland Forest here, so I could play that. But yeah, I think my record is 11 concurrent viewers. That was quite some time ago I got that. Looking like Jeskai Control, though. Hopefully it's no shenanigans cheating out Sarah's Emissary. So Sarah's Emissary costs 7. 7/7 angel flying. They name a card type, I believe it is. So me being based around creatures, they would name creatures. None of their permanents can be dealt damage by creatures. They can't take damage from creatures. Basically, it just ends the game right there, unfortunately. So hopefully it's not that kind of a deck. Locking us out. Painful, painful stuff. I feel they could have a sweeper coming up. I'm going to try for the drover. They can't really do a whole lot with one white. Let's see. We still get a land. Get a little bit of damage on them. Cross the fingers. It's not Divine Purge, I believe. We'll see if that's the case. I definitely can't really multitask at work, but I can somewhat multitask here just because I've played the deck so much. It's kind of like riding a bicycle, you could say. I know basically exactly the play I want to do, so it can be nice. I get to engage with chat a little bit more, I imagine, where somebody that hasn't played a particular deck a whole lot, they might not be able to engage as well and still maintain a pretty good level of competency. I think it's probably some sort of sweeper. Could have been nice going Jeskai Magma Opus. So we could be seeing Mizzix Mastery this turn. Definitely Death Gorge is going to be nice. Oh, okay. Well, you know, we might not be dead. You know, let's hold off a sec, but shifting Ceratops 100% with this Mizzix Mastery. They can't deal any damage to shifting because they can't target it with the 4 damage. They can't tap it because shifting has protection from blue. We fly right past the blue-red elemental token that's created, so shifting definitely is a pretty big headache for this Jeskai Magma Opus deck. Sometimes it's just rough. There's nothing we can do really, especially when they get the turn 3 Mizzix Mastery. So they discard the Magma Opus on turn 2. They make a treasure token. And then turn 3 they play their 3rd land. They have 4 mana with the 3 lands plus the treasure token. And then they just cast Mizzix Mastery for 4. And then get Magma Opus. Ooh, this could be good though. Marauding. Yeah, I do like that. Yeah, I'll ping them. Pay 2 life. Regisaur. Ooh, hopefully this is enough. ADHD. Okay. Jogging, exercising. Definitely exercising. That's not how you say it. Exercising. Sometimes I just say exercising just to be kind of funny. Now I do have to decline this because if I pinged Forerunner, pinging the token, of course I would lose Marauding Raptor, Drover, and Forerunner, but the token would have also died. So now it's just maximum damage. And just hoping they don't have a sweeper next time. Yeah, it does look old and boring. A little bit. Definitely Blue Bear. Yeah, I can see that.
I know 88 ways to defeat keep an open mind.
Yeah, definitely I think jogging, exercising, not just for ADHD, but oh, we got him. Jogging and exercising in general is good for basically everything. It's not a magic cure-all, but it does the trick for a lot of things. It's good for everybody, really. Can really help against probably most things, I would imagine. I'm going to cut the Polyraptors and the Ghalta. Unfortunately, it's always sad, a sad day Sad Knight cutting the queen. Ripjaw, don't need that guy as much. And they could have Narset, or whatever her name is. She costs 1 and 2 blue and stops us from drawing more than 1 card a turn. So Ripjaw Raptor, potentially, we might not be drawing anything from that guy. Okay. Just hope to go fast again. But man, that was pretty fantastic stuff. I was a little worried, especially with the Wrath of Gods there. The Magma Opus, which really wasn't quite as punishing as I thought it would be. We had enough bodies though. We went kind of wide around that token and did just enough. But you saw them get that Wrath of God. You may have seen them get that Wrath of God. That is not a hand I want to keep. I could potentially keep it if that was a source of green, just so I could comfortably go Commune with Dinosaurs turn 1, get the second land. I mean, I've got Deathgorge Scavenger. I still could risk keeping this. I am on the draw, so there is 2 chances to get that second land when I need it. It is really nice. Oh, I'm going to mulligan. Okay, that's better. We still got Deathgorge. So, yeah, way better. Quite a bit safer. I've started taking my daughter on a walk, probably an hour and a half at a time, sometimes 2 hours, just around town, and she definitely likes it. She sleeps a lot better when I do that. She looks at cars all the time, and yeah, definitely, I think exercising, that's where it's at. 10 times better, Blue Bear? I think so. I'm going to be hitting all the land drops, hopefully early enough. Grafdigger's Cages, that's a head scratcher. It's really not doing a whole lot for them. Huh. Interesting. That's really doing nothing. It is in there for the Izzet Phoenix matchup, so Grafdigger's Cage, for anybody that doesn't know, costs 1. It's an artifact, so very easy to cast, fits in any deck, but creature cards in graveyards and libraries can't enter the battlefield, so it stops those Arclight Phoenixes from entering. Players can't cast spells from Dreadhorde Arcanist. When he attacks, you get to cast a spell from your graveyard. It is very fantastic. Plans for Easter, just this every night. I did my Easter stream there. Maybe I'll do a second Easter stream. Something like that, yeah. Egg hunts? No. Just staying at home. We were planning on doing something with the extended family, but recently just had a baby shower where my in-laws were hosting and nobody else volunteered to host for this Easter, so we're basically just taking this Easter off. Probably do something next year. Yeah, probably something next year. I have done egg hunts before. I do like that. I'm going to try for Forerunner. Hopefully they don't counter it. I'll put a Regisaur Alpha on the top for next turn. We'll have 5 lands. That'll be quite nice. Lightning Helix, interesting. I'm not actually going to use anything for this green, but might as well make them think I'm going to use something for it. Alright, we got a swing with shifting. They only have 2 cards. It's looking pretty good, but they could have a Wrath. Definitely. They may want to save the Wrath for the Regisaur Alpha. Let's see. 20 minutes, brisk walk. Yeah, I have heard just a little bit a day. You don't have to go out for 2 hours, go crazy. Get your body just used to it. Running, very short intervals. Does wonders. Swimming, though, I think that's the best. I hear it's the best exercising just because it's so easy on your body. It works out a wide range of muscles, that sort of thing. Yeah. Full Rambo. I do love the Rambo. Speaking of, kind of want to watch those movies now. Some of my favorite. Yeah, 3 to 4 times. I do get a lot of exercise at work. I work at a coffee roastery and lift bags, that sort of thing. So I think that's my physical labor quite nicely. Does the trick. But, you know what we have to consider at the moment? Well, I'm not going to ping stuff. But I think they may have a Settle the Wreckage. So for anybody that doesn't know, Settle the Wreckage costs 2 and 2 white, exile all attacking creatures. So you can use it on your own, but they would use it to stop us if I attacked with everything. I'm going to hold off though, play it slightly safe, only attack with shifting and the token here. It's not lethal, so they may opt to take this damage. Okay. I think they may have Settled the Wreckage. Make a cup. Draco, you missed. Fantastic win. Game 1 against Jeskai Control. They resolved a Magma Opus. Nasty card, and I still won. Yes, it does work your body very differently, swimming. Oh, wow. Draco, you came back from making your tea at the right moment. Okay. Doing good tonight. Wow. Huh. He's the best. Well, I have to say coffee is the best because I work at a coffee roastery. But I do like tea every now and then. Speaking of skunk, going back to swimming, I may not be able to still hold my breath, but in the past I was able to hold it for over 2 minutes. So I guess my lungs are pretty good. But yeah, taking down Jeskai Control in 2 doesn't happen very often. Seems to have a lot of fantastic creatures. Hasty. Forerunner of the Empire though. Always nice to see Jeskai Control lose, but if you think about Forerunner, sometimes you want to play safe, you want to play a little more delayed. So Forerunner, it is a body, but we get something key onto the top next turn, and the opponent sees that. Maybe it makes them play a little bit safe, saving that wrath that they have in hand because they just want to be a little greedy. They want to get a little bit more value from casting it, knowing some nasty creature is coming up because we have to reveal it with Forerunner here. But that 100%, that's a hand I'm keeping. So, yeah, it's interesting. Forerunner grabbing something that could be a headache for the opponent. They see it. They try and save removal to get more value from it and take more damage in the process. Maybe too much damage. Oh, we got Orzhov. Okay, what are you guys' bets? Black and white, Orzhov colors. What might they be doing? Definitely going Drover and another Marauding. I'm betting they have removal for one of the Marauding, hopefully, so I would like to start off next turn with one of them, and we get a little bit more damage with the Marauding here. Might go for a ramp deck with big creatures. Yeah, that's always fun, certainly. It is fun, definitely. Oh, the end of the Izzet Phoenix matchup, that was, it was good. How did it go? Man, I can't even remember. I won that one, yeah. Enchantment from Eldraine, Doom Foretold, yes. So this could be Orzhov Doom Foretold. Very nasty stuff. If we see it, I'll read it out for you guys. Show it a little bit better, but let's see. What might I do? Like I expected, they killed one of the Marauding Raptors, so that's pretty good. We'll get Forerunner. Something nasty on the top. Would be nice to get Ghalta. Oh. Just win. Okay, yeah. Huh, alright. Well, we kind of know what they're doing. Not exactly, though. I happen on a streak. Good. fantastic you joined this stream, Skunk. Sometimes, you know, I lose all the matches I play in the night, but that's what happens with live. You never know. And I think sometimes there can be a temptation if you're not doing live stuff, you would prioritize and maybe show more wins than the particular deck might get. Maybe if you're doing an episode on a deck, you just play until that deck gets a win, and maybe you lost 5 games, 5 matches before you get one good example. But people only see that one good example where it's live here. You see all the wins, all the losses, all the pain. Yeah. But Orzhov, graveyard stuff, not a lot of creatures. Probably not a lot. So, yeah, I can switch out Ripjaw, I believe, with shifting. That should be good. Raging Swordtooth. Again, not a lot of creatures, so rampaging plus 2 Polyraptors I'll take out. All right. Shifting, I mean, well, it seems like the deck isn't on blue, just black and white, but it is a nicer body compared to Ripjaw, especially if they don't have any creatures or many creatures. Something for 2 would be nice. It's always ideal, starting off with something for 2, but there is still Death Gorge, and I do have 12 2-drops, and I am on the draw, so there's a chance, pretty good chance, well, 2 chances to draw something for 2. 4th land, so that's good. Able to play the Forerunners, the Shifting Ceratopses. Shifting Ceratopsi, I guess, might be plural. Where am I from? I am from Canada, Ontario, about 3 hours north of Toronto. So yeah, way up there, northern Canada. Gets pretty cold. Love it here though. You have to love the snow, you have to love the cold. Definitely. But speaking of where I'm from, I am working on fan mail, P.O. box, something with the post office where I can receive that stuff. You're from Montreal? Okay, so you know Huntsville. Or you may have heard of Huntsville, that's where I'm from. Oh yes, I do have a snowshoeing video. That was pretty, well. To be expected, we did see Oath of Kaya. Game 1. Oh, got 5 lands. I'm just going to go Forerunner. I'm going to put another Regisaur Alpha on top and just slam big hasty guys. So I kind of like the looks of this. It's like a delayed thing. You just get more of the fantastic creature. Ooh, hey, Doom Foretold as you thought. It is a small world. But yeah, going back to P.O. box fan mail sort of thing. I'm working on the post office, so I know Blueberry, you want to send some stuff, so that's definitely in the works for you or anybody else that might be interested in that. I'm not sure. We haven't lived in Huntsville here for too long, but I do love it. My work is a 5-minute drive away, which is quite fantastic. I think I might actually go Drover of the Mighty plus Death Gorge. So then I have 2 non-token creatures. Hopefully they don't kill either one. I'll sacrifice Drover of the Mighty next turn. I'll be able to swing with the token plus Death Gorge plus the other token, hopefully, that I create with Regisaur Alpha here. Ooh, full art lands, okay. And I think you mentioned Texas shape things, and I was mentioning it would be kind of cool to visit Texas and all around the US, maybe travel a little bit, but I don't really have the traveling bug myself. Oh, the NHL craft game contest. Yes, I do know that contest. But yeah, you know, Huntsville, good stuff. Ooh, another Death Gorge. Okay. Hopefully this is enough damage to make something happen. 9, potentially 10 if they don't kill Death Gorge Scavenger. Bucky's, yes, Blue Bear, I have heard of Bucky's. I actually watched a couple videos, sort of documentaries on them. They seem to pay pretty good, but they have some interesting workplace rules, I guess you could say. Never been to Bucky's, but I'd definitely check it out just for the novelty at least. Hopefully they don't have us. Oh, okay. There is the sweeper. As I thought. Well, Death Gorge, I think it's got to be. Ooh, Ghalta, that's interesting. Let's see. Shifting Ceratops, I could give it haste. And Doom Foretold has been sacrificed. Okay. Shifting Ceratops it is. Hasty. I think they'll certainly block with that, or they'll just kill it. What am I saying? Well, haste doesn't really help it in the graveyard, but... yeah, I have heard and seen that Bucky's is very, very, very big. Oh, in the military for a while, Skunk. Okay, good stuff. Thanks for your service. Oh, Ontario's so big. So much beautiful scenery. The trees, everything. Where I am in Huntsville, for anybody that wants to check it out on Google Maps or something, it's all trees, forests, that kind of thing. It's lovely stuff. Hey, I keep streaming long enough, I'll probably get maybe someone who lives even closer than that, but it is fantastic seeing all you guys all around the world so far. All kinds of different people. I like it. I was hoping at some point, you know, different people from different time zones would be able to watch, and I definitely appreciate that. People stay up late sometimes or get up early. It's 4 a.m. Nasty stuff. Draco, I know it's always rough hours for you. Oh, I'm not attacking, that's for sure. Hopefully they leave Regisaur Alpha. Excuse me. Regisaur Alpha alone. But they have a lot of Doom Foretold, so we gotta sacrifice it. Nuts. Well, that's a pain. I don't know, we might not be able to do it this game, I think. But yeah, I have seen pictures and the videos of Bucky's. It's big. Big time. Really? Really, you actually met somebody who lives in the same town? That's crazy. Now that's a small world. Yeah, I think I'm going to pack it in for this game. They just have so many cards in hand, 7, and it's some of it, I'm certain, is removal. So just try and go as fast, do the same thing we did the first game. North Ontario, definitely, it is a wild, wild place. So I am pretty fortunate I get to live where I do live, have a fantastic job, fast internet. I was a little worried we wouldn't get fast internet when we moved up here, but we did. Oh, 100% you're done. You turn around so fast. It's all forests. They say it's land of 1,000 lakes, something like that, and that's not even an exaggeration, because there's literally like 1,000 lakes all around. Fantastic fishing, of course. Some of the best fishing you can find. But it is a lot. Let's get this win. Yes, please. I think I gotta go all out. Actually commune with dinosaurs, just so I can get Death Gorge down. Shifting Ceratops next turn. Nah, play it safe, get a land. That can come into play untapped. But get the Death Gorge down. could potentially be swinging with Death Gorge for slightly more power than Rampaging Ferocidon if Death Gorge is swinging as a 4-3. A little bit more than Rampaging, but either way I got some options here. Oh, there... Oop. I was thinking they might miss that land drop there. Right, well, still go Highland Forest. Oh, it is rough training ground. Fantastic, fantastic training ground, certainly. Alright, I'm gonna go all out, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Hopefully they don't have that sweeper. Okay, they went 0 top, 1 bottom, so that means maybe they're really digging for it. They may not have the sweeper in hand, just because with that scry there, they sent it to the bottom. But yes, the rough training potential, it's good. It's good training. Sets up our Canadian military pretty good. It's not... Oh. Blue Bear, you 100%, I think you're part of the lucky charm, because when you weren't here, I mean, I lost a bit, certainly. No one has to be here and watch every night. I know that's a pretty good commitment, watching for an hour or over an hour at a time, taking time out of your night, but I do appreciate whenever any of you guys do watch. Doom Foretold, definitely, I think it's fantastic, interesting. It's not really like any deck you can really compare to, but it's pretty sweet. I think it takes a lot of practice to play the Doom Foretold deck well. 2-1, you knew it, 100%. I think all you guys are the lucky charms. That's probably what it is. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely sacking different permanents, the control nature, but it's completely different from any other control deck. Just how you want to play and the different lines. Very, very interesting. But what time are we at now? Oh, what? Almost at 2 hours. Okay. Well, that was fantastic. I certainly could play for more, but I'll leave it on a high note. A pretty fantastic high note. Wow. And some new people here tonight. Skunk, appreciate you joining, finding me out. And yeah, let's leave it off on a high note. That was good stuff. I lost track. I was talking to you guys. That was such a good time. Chatting and everything. Make it bigger. All right. If I can choose a sleeve, which one would I pick? Something probably with Huatli, the dinosaur planeswalker. Something like that. But yes, good luck to you, Flaming Draco, Skunk. Fantastic seeing another Canadian watching. Maybe from the Praetor. It's hard to say. There's so many fantastic sleeves. I don't know. I don't know if I can make a choice. Yeah. All right. Hopefully you all take care. Have a good night. Good morning whenever you are watching. Remember, there is always room for improvement, whether it's this or any other game or life. Yeah. French Canadian. Oui, si vous plaît. Ne touche pas. What else? Comment ça va? Je m'appelle Ben. I probably butchered some of that, but that's all I know. Yes, thanks for streaming. Happy Easter to you, Blue Bear. Everybody else. Maybe do another Easter stream tomorrow. I don't know. Something fun. Hopefully continue the streak. That was pretty fantastic tonight. Taking down some very interesting decks. Dinos can get it done. Forerunner seems like the all-star. Oh, not that. Okay, yes. Take care. All right. I would love to stay in chat, but I'll go for now. I'll let you guys go. Have a good one.